Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, and today I've got a Millwall analysis video for you. Now today's Millwall analysis video is Millwall versus Port Vale, and if you didn't see the Millwall versus Oxford analysis video, I do recommend you go check it out. It was a game that happened on Sky Sports, so you may have seen the game, but you might as well check the analysis while you're here on my channel. Now, Millwall had the first chance in the game, and it was a very good chance. Cummins threw the ball to Gregory, who then knocked the ball back to Cummins. Cummins then gave the ball back to Gregory, and Gregory then turned and dribbled through some defenders. He then played the ball to Wallace, who then gave it back to Gregory, and then Gregory then played it across inside the box to Morison, who just missed the goal by inches. He was so close to scoring. It's so frustrating to see players like Morison miss such simple chances. A few years ago, Morison would have easily scored that. Now, Millwall did score the first goal in the game, and it was a great header by Gregory. What happened here was Wallace crossed the ball in deep, and it was a fantastic deep cross into the far post, and it was a half-diving header where Gregory connected with the ball, and it went into the back of the net. And it was a spectacular goal. Now, the reason I say it was a half-diving header was he kind of half-committed to doing a diving header, and it was a pretty good header nevertheless, and it was a very nice goal. You don't usually see Gregory score headers because of his height, but he did score that goal, and Millwall did have the lead to make it 1-0. Now, Port Vale did have the next two chances, as they had to force two saves from Jordan Archer, as he was back in goal in this game. And this is where Lech Smith ran through and he played the ball to Foley. Now, Foley had a shot. It was a great save by Archer. Now, I don't think Ford would have been able to do the next thing, because he had to get up and run across to save Daniel's effort on goal. Now, the reason Ford wouldn't have been able to do that is because of his pace and athleticism. I don't think Ford would have been able to react to that quick enough. I think he would have saved the first one very easily, but I don't think the second one would have been as easy for David Ford. But who knows, he might have been able to save it. The next goal in the game for Millwall came from a penalty, and it was Gregory who won the penalty. He was running through on goal, and then as he was trying to turn and he spun round the defender, he got caught, and he obviously fell down and got the penalty. But it was headed in from Abdu, his chance, and it's quite different because you don't usually see Abdu attacking, but Gregory, nevertheless, he did get dragged down. And then what did he do with the penalty? Well, he put the ball into the back of the net, the bottom left of the goal. Alnwick did actually guess the right way, but unfortunately he didn't save it, and it wasn't meant to be for Port Vale saving it there, and it was 2-0 to Millwall. Morison made it 3-0 before the breakers. Cummins ran into the box. He then gave the ball to Wallace, who crossed the ball in, and there was confusion between Alnwick and his defence, and O'Brien managed to play the ball back, and then it ended up with Gregory, who had his shot saved by Alnwick. He's a fantastic goalkeeper, Alnwick is. And then the ball found its way to Steve Morison, who tucked that ball into the back of the net very easily. A player like Morison shouldn't be missing those chances, and in fact he actually did score that effort. Now, into the second half. Port Vale did get a consolation goal through JJ Hooper. The ball was crossed in from a free kick, and while no Millwall defender actually reacted to it, and JJ Hooper got a foot onto it, and then it went into the back of the net. And again, it's Millwall struggling to defend set pieces. I've got to admit, set pieces aren't Millwall's best friend. They just don't seem to know how to defend them. Every season, that's one of our weaknesses. One season, we might actually be very good at defending set pieces, but who knows? I'm not the manager. I don't know how the club works, but it would be nice to see us defend set pieces pretty well without looking like we're struggling every single game. Now, the final chance here was Upson actually could have extended Millwall's lead, as O'Brien received the ball. He then dribbled past the defenders. He then continued going. He turned, as I said, started running, and then he started turning into the left side of the box. And as he was going up the pitch, he saw Upson. He then laid the ball off to Upson, and unfortunately Upson's shot was shocking, as it was a side-footed shot, and basically it was straight at Alnwick, but Alnwick made a very, very comfortable save there. Now, what about the key players for each team? Well, for Millwall, I'm going to have to go with Lee Gregory. He scored 2 goals, very, very crucial, created a lot of chances, held up the ball very well, and also played a part in Morison's goal. Now, I don't know whether he did exactly assist it, but he was the last Millwall player to touch the ball of course, because it was saved by Alnwick. Now for Port Vale, it wouldn't come to a surprise to you that it was actually Alnwick who I'm going to say is the key player here. He made a lot of crucial saves, and if he hadn't have been in goal for Port Vale, I don't think they would have stood a chance at all in this game, because he was doing very, very well in the net. Now, for Millwall's next game, it is Saturday against Chesterfield away from home. That could be a very, very interesting game. Hopefully, we can go and get 3 points, but we haven't consistently won a game and then won another game in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, stay tuned for more Millwall analysis videos. Goodbye.